There is no greater bond than that of a parent and a child. We would go to the ends of the earth for our children and back again. Do whatever we can to make their lives better. And as such, there is no greater loss. Macduff, Thane of Fife, is attempting to bring back the rightful King of Scotland to stand up to the new, power-hungry, mad King Macbeth. However, Macduff is about to receive news that no parent should ever hear.
I think our country sinks beneath the yoke. It weeps, it bleeds. And each new day a gash is added to her wounds. I think withal there would be hands uplifted in my right. And here from gracious England have I offer of goodly thousands. But for all this, when I shall tread upon the tyrant's head, if my poor country will have more vices than it had before, more suffer and more sundry ways than ever by him that shall succeed.
What should he be?
And as myself, I mean, in whom I know all the particulars of vice so grafted, that when they shall be opened, black Macbeth will seem as pure as snow.
Not in the legions of horrid hell can come a devil more damned in evils to top Macbeth.
I grant him bloody, luxurious, avaricious, false, deceitful, sudden, malicious, smacking of every sin that has a name. But there's no bottom, none in my voluptuousness. Your wives, your daughters, your matrons, and your maids could not fill up the cistern of my lust. And my desire, all continent impediments would o'erbear that did oppose my will. Better Macbeth than such a one to reign.
Fear not to take upon you what is yours. We have dames willing enough. There cannot be that vulture in you to devour so many as will to greatness dedicate themselves, finding it so inclined.
With this, there grows in my ill-composed affection such a staunchless avarice that were I king, I should cut off the nobles for their lands, desire his jewels in this other's house, and my more having would be as a sauce to make me hunger more.
This avarice sticks deeper, grows with more pernicious root than summer seeming lust. Yet do not fear. Scotland hath foisons to fill up your will. Of your mere own, all these are portable with other graces weighed.
But I have none. The king becoming graces as justice, verity, temperance, stableness, bounty, perseverance, mercy, lowliness, devotion, patience, courage, fortitude. I have no relish of them, but abound in the division of each several crime, acting in many ways. Nay, had I power, I should pour the sweet milk of concord into hell. If such a one be fit to govern, speak. I am as I have spoken.
Fit to govern? No. Not to live. O nation miserable, with an untitled tyrant bloody sceptred, when shalt thou see thy wholesome days again? That the truest issue of thy throne by his own interdiction stands accursed and does blaspheme his breed. Thy father was a most sainted king. Thy queen that bore thee, oftener upon her knees than on her feet, died every day she lived. Fare thee well. Thy hope ends here.
Macduff. This noble passion, child of integrity, hath from my soul wiped the black scruples, reconciled my thoughts to thy good truth and honor. Devilish Macbeth, by many of these trains, hath sought to win me into his power, and modest wisdom plucks me from over-credulous haste. But God above deal between thee and me. For even now I put myself to thy direction, unspeak mine own detractions, here abjure the taints and blames I laid upon myself for strangers to my nature. What I am truly is thine and my poor country's to command. Whether indeed, before thy here approach, old Seward with 10,000 warlike men already at a point was setting forth. Now we'll together, and the chance of goodness be like our warranted quarrel. Why are you silent?
Such welcome and unwelcome things at once 'tis hard to reconcile. See who comes here. My ever-gentle cousin, welcome hither.
Sir Almond,
Stand Scotland where it did.
alas, poor country, almost afraid to know itself. It cannot be called our mother but our grave, where nothing but who knows nothing is once seemed to smile.
What's the newest grief?
That of an hour's age doth hiss the speaker. Each minute teems a new one.
How doth my wife?
Why, well.
And all my children?
Well, too.
The tyrant has not battered at their peace.
No. They were well at peace when I did leave 'em.
How goest?
There ran a rumor of many worthy fellows that were out, which was to my belief witness the rather, for that I saw the tyrant's power afoot. Now is the time of help. Your eye in Scotland would create soldiers, make our women fight to doff their dire distresses.
Be it their comfort. We are coming thither. Gracious England hath lent us good Seward and 10,000 men. An older and a better soldier, none that Christendom gives out.
Would I could answer this comfort with the like, but I have words that would be howled out in the desert air where hearing should not latch to them.
What concern they? The general cause? Or is it a fee-grief due to some single breast?
No mind that's honest, but in it shares some woe, though the main part pertains to you alone.
If it be mine, keep it not from me. Quickly, let me have it.
Let not your ears despise my tongue forever, which shall possess them with the heaviest sound that ever yet they heard. Your castle is surprised. Your wife and babes savagely slaughtered. To relate the manner were, on the quarry of these murdered deer, to have the death of you.
Merciful heaven. What man? Now pull your hat over your brows. Give sorrow words. The grief that does not speak whispers the o'erfraught heart and bids it break.
The children too. And I must be from thence. My wife killed too.
Be comforted. Let's make us medicines of our revenge to cure this deadly grief.
He has no children. All my pretty ones. Did you say all? Oh, Hellkite, all? all my chickens in their dam at one fell swoop.
Dispute it like a man.
I shall do so, but I must also feel it as a man. I cannot but remember such things that were most precious to me. Sinful Macduff, they were all struck for thee. Not that I am, not for their own demerits, but for mine fell slaughter on their souls. May heaven rest them now.
Let grief convert to anger. Blunt not the heart. Enrage it.
Oh, I could play the woman with mine eyes and braggart with my tongue. But gentle heavens, cut short all intermission. Front to front bring thou this fiend of Scotland and myself, within my length set him. If he escape, heaven forgive him too.